Happy October, everybody. It is
Woohoo!
day one of the final 90. There are 90 days left in the year. So we have obviously our final 90 accountability group going, but I want you to also think about like what can you do in your business in the final 90 days of the year as well. And one thing we're going to do to help us with that tonight is do a little social media planning. So told Lindsay last week that I have been horrible about posting. Like, I just don't post. And I'll be honest, I think I'm just struggling in my body and the way that I look and like comparing myself to a past me and just struggling to take photos, which then, or do reels, which then I just don't want to post. And so I'm working on it. And so, what I was thinking we could do tonight is literally just plan this week's posts because I know that that's super helpful for me, and it's not something that I've been consistently doing or that I've really ever consistently done. Um, but I want to, and I know Natasha does that. I believe Jessica Willis like even thinks about her. She's got to. She posts like a reel every day. I don't know, Lindsay. I think you just fly by the seat of your pants most of the time, but. You do it really well. So so it works. Um, but I thought would it be to just like at least plan this week's posts and or reels. And then even like look at the calendar for the month and kind of project and make some plans moving forward too. Not that we're going to like write out every post for the whole month, but I do suggest that we do actually sit and spend some time doing that tonight though, like writing out the post, like finding the reel that you want to do and actually have this kind of being a working hour. If you've already done that, then you can do next week's or move on. Um, but funny enough, literally just before this call, I was scrolling social media and I came across this account that I don't even follow, but it just came up um in my feed. And it was the account is the Social Server, and the post was all about, let me find the exact post because I just screenshot um the stuff, but it was October content calendar, literally. And I was like, oh my gosh, awesome. And then she breaks it down depending on if you have like a product based business, a service based business, or a personal account, which I think you can kind of pick and choose from which one you think. For all of us, I think it could be multiple things. Um, but she tells you, and she only has you posting 3 times a week. You choose what's best for you, but she gives you some ideas. So I'm gonna figure out how I can share these there, but I'll put the account. You can even, it's her most recent post, but she shares 3 ideas for posts. And then what's cool is she gives you like a content format layout. So like this week, she has you doing 3 reels. Next week, she has a carousel, a reel, and a static picture for the 3 posts. The third week of the month, she has 3 reels. The fourth week of the month, that was one of the examples. She has multiple examples. But I thought, oh gosh, it's just so intentional. And it's not something that I have been intentional with lately. I know, Natasha, you have been. So if you have any tips on intentionally planning your content, that's what we're working on. Um, that would be helpful if you want to put that in the chat. I know that you're not chatting voice with us tonight. You can chat by text with us. And I think if that's Jess, I think you are good at planning out your content. Oh, she just left us. But anyhow, so let me put her account in here so you can check that out. And Lindsay, do you have any additional tips? Because you're good. Please talk because you're good at posting and I am not. So please talk.
No, so for me, you know what? I am not I fly by the seat of my pants. At the same time, I don't. And you guys might actually throw up when I show you this, but Natasha sees my craziness all the time. You may think I fly by the seat of my pants, okay, but this is my week daily to-dos. And then this is my month, including calls and all of the things. And then this is homeschool. I don't fly by the seat of my pants at all. But when it comes to posting, I do in a sense of, I don't tell myself, because if you tell me that I need to do this today, then I'm going to probably challenge that. So I can't tell myself today, I absolutely need to do this. I absolutely tell myself every day I'm doing a reel. That's every day I do a reel. I don't go find them beforehand. I honestly just search until I find one in that moment. And then if I'm having a few extra minutes, I'll record a few reels so I can use them through the week. But my biggest thing is right here in the corner of my weekly planner, I write down all the things I do need to talk about that week, and I highlight them when I go away. So I don't have that specifically, like Tuesday, I'm talking about this, Thursday, this, but every week throughout the week somewhere, I'm promoting coaching, my business, Dime Beauty, Upness, Truly, and coaching I try to do twice. And the final, like anything with our challenge groups, I try to do 3 times. So it's like, whether it's in stories or posts, I try to do it in posts. I try to do it everywhere, but so I do fly by the seat of my pants as far as like, some days I don't post, but I'll always try to have a reel, because I've found that reels are what really speak to people, you know? And then it's just me knowing and having it in front of me, like, these are the things you need to talk about this week, and highlighting them as I do it, but I don't have like a structure, and that's what works for me. I feel like it's kind of like this. I don't meal plan. If you tell me I'm going to have chicken tacos for dinner tomorrow, I'm going to be like, I don't want chicken tacos tomorrow. What if I don't want those? But if you tell me sometime throughout this week you can have those, then I'll have them when I'm ready for them. You know what I'm saying? I'll have everything, but I can't give it a day or a time. And that's kind of what works for me.
I like that. I think that's definitely helpful for some people. Jess, do you play on yours? Can you talk tonight?
Hi.
Hi.
You know, I'm kind of like Lindsay, where I feel like my life is like at work so structured and stuff that I really need this part of it to not be so structured for me to not feel overwhelmed. So what I will do though is if I have time, I will batch a bunch of reels. And then when I have time, I'll kind of go in and edit them throughout the week and give myself enough time so that when it is time to post something, I can post something now, whether it's something for my personal development, my certification, if it's something that, you know, like the final 90 that we have going on. I just feel like there's always something to talk about. There's always something to tie it in when you're keeping it real and keeping it about you and your life and who you're trying to inspire. And when you overthink it, which I did for many, many, many years. So I'm kind of more like Lens, but I know that some people need structure too. So
yeah. No, you guys are helping me, because I think I need structure, but then it hinders me because I have the structure, and then when the day comes, I'm like, I don't want to talk about that.
I think it's also like the analogy of the business activity tracker. And we used to think we needed to check all the boxes every day. But when you compare it to cleaning your house, like today I'm going to clean the upstairs and the bathroom. The downstairs is going to be what it is. Tomorrow, when I have time to clean, I'm going to spot clean or clean the downstairs. And at some point throughout the week, all areas of my house are hit, but never at once in my life phase now, or the business activity tracker, or with posting. It's like, you know, hit it throughout the week. And take some pressure off. Yeah. Sorry. That makes me feel like I have it a little bit more on the right track and together, hearing like, you know, because Jessica, seeing your social media, like you are on it. I actually see you and I'm like, dang it, I gotta get moving. I gotta get another reel. It's 7 a.m. and she's already there with her energy. Not really maybe that early, but I'm always looking at yours. Like your social media energetically is so drawing and
Yeah.
awesome. So I like to hear that you kind of do it that same way, you know?
Yeah, for sure. What did Natasha say? Oh, taking a lesson that you're going through. Here's another thing that maybe you guys can, maybe this is just therapy for Amanda today because she needs it. But um, I have a hard time sharing lessons because I think I don't want to look weak. I know I don't want to look weak. And so because I can't stand people who are woe is me, it really, really bothers me. And so if I'm sharing something that I'm struggling with, it's really hard for me for people to say, like, oh, I'm sorry, are you okay? All that. So then I like don't share it.
I think that you never come across that way because you do a really good job naturally like teaching. So you've been that for me. You've been such an inspiration to me. And so I feel like you just got to get outside of your head. And and that's what keeps us stuck. Like that's like oh, anything. Like getting out of our heads is what
Yeah.
frees us. And not only that, but when you show your weakness, then you're more relatable.
Right.
People are going to be more willing to join you because you're keeping it real. You're not setting this unrealistic expectation that I'm always this way
Yeah.
because that's not reality. So I think you're great, and I think you just have to be
Thanks.
real because you really are an inspiration. So
Thanks.
I want to say something too. I think I think also, Amanda, with what you're struggling with, I'm in a completely different thing of space of life, but to this day, I have not come out on social media or in any space and said, I'm separated, I'm going through a divorce, I'm this. Because once I admit that to everyone in the world, what does that feel like then? What does that mean then? That makes it more real. Am I failing? Hold on a minute. Let me just it's no one's business and I don't need to go there. And I think that it's
Yeah.
okay to give yourself permission not to go there. But think about this. At one point, when I share my full story, how many people am I truly going to hit that are going to say, geez, I needed that. Like when Jessica told me her story, when I started going through this, I was like, oh my gosh, I needed that. And you're going through a part that, like, I think too, it's like, well, I don't want to put that out there yet. I don't want to, because then it makes it bigger.
Yeah.
And that's okay, but like at some point, and you don't need to be ready, but at some point when you're ready, like Jessica said, you already inspire and attract so many with your authentic story without sharing like the full struggle. Like it'll be therapeutic for you eventually and for so many other people. But when you're ready,
Yeah. Thanks.
I don't know
I
why.
can share when I'm hopeful, but I can't share when I'm not. Sorry,
but I think that people also know that you're going through something. I think people that watch your stories on a regular basis know that you're going through something. One
Yeah.
thing maybe you could talk about in the meantime is the time that you took off social media and what that did for you, and like what did it make you realize about social media, and what brought you back to it.
Yeah.
It doesn't, I don't know. That's keeping it real, that's keeping it present, that's keeping it authentic.
Yeah.
It can be that, and it can even be like something like Natasha just put in like it can simply be it's okay to struggle, or it's okay to struggle and not want to tell the world what you're struggling with. Someday I'll tell my story. For now, I hope that your energy is filling my energy is filling you with as much as your guys's does too, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I think there's a power in sharing that too. Like I'm not sharing, I'm not ready, but I think
Right.
you have so much. I totally want to just say I see your fear in showing up, and just that I love you. You're doing great. This is a great session.
Yeah.
Uh,
Thanks. Appreciate it.
I love it. Natasha, you said that you don't really do I think you kind of do the same thing. You like have a point of what you want to do throughout the week, but not necessarily on the day, except for your Tuesday reels, right? Or do you definitely plan them?
I think I can talk. I think my daughter is asleep now and she's not going to bust in on me. Can you hear me?
Mhm.
Okay. I have a plan. I don't always follow it. Like I like my Monday message. I like my Tuesday, like truth, I like to think it is, where I'm just talking. Um, and then it just kind of is like whatever I feel like, whenever I feel like it. Like I do what Jessica does. I like batch a ton of reels. If I'm just ever in the mood, have a bunch of time, I just like go through whatever's trending, whatever I like, and I think I could like use it. Um, I just create reels, save them, and then when I'm in the mood where I'm like, "Ooh, that would be a good one to post today," I could totally relate it to, whatever I'm going through right now. And I'll just do that. I probably only do like two, maybe like three reels a week. Um, I find if I do them every day, I feel like they don't get viewed as much. If I do them like every other day, it's so weird right now. Jessica and I have talked about this too. We're like, what's going on with reels? And we're like, think we have it figured out, and then no, we don't. So I just post when I feel, yeah, like you guys said, like when I feel like I want to. But I try to always do like my Monday message. I try to always do like a pick a card, like a oracle card on Mondays, but I haven't even done that for weeks because I haven't felt pulled to it. Um, and yeah, to talking on my stories, I usually try to do every Tuesday, but then there's some weeks where like it just doesn't feel authentic and I don't do it. So it's like all of the things you guys are saying, like knowing that there should be a certain amount, wanting to show up with value for people, and it has to be something like on my heart, something like I'm currently learning, something I'm currently going through, um, and whatnot. Or I could just, like Amanda, how you don't really want to share what you're currently going through. It could just be as simple, like you said, like, or like I said, like it's okay to struggle. It's okay to have hard days. Remember that you are human or something, it doesn't even have to relate to everything that you're going through. Um, but just sharing stuff that like hits home to you, like some things that you'll see and you're like, I want to kind of like reshare that in my own way. And it could just be a graphic too. Like you don't have to put your face on it if you don't want to right now, but um I do try to show up with something every day unless I'm just totally out of it and I don't want to be present. But those weeks don't help me. But you can always come back next week, I just feel like it has to be authentic.
Yeah.
I feel like it's okay to not be perfect every day too. I mean, it's okay to like have a couple days where you're not sharing anything. And in fact,
Right.
I've done that a little bit more often lately. And I've had people actually message me being like, oh my gosh, I missed you over these last couple of days. Like, it's okay to do that and not feel so pressured. And it's good for us to take a break from social. And
Right.
I know it is me, I have to force myself to do it sometimes, but there's power in that. And I think that
Mhm.
you experienced that. And so people want to
Mhm.
hear that too, because everybody can get addicted to social media.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
So I just wanted to say, I think like with what we're saying right now, the main thing that I do plan every single month is I do look at like the month as a whole and what's being launched and when, so that I know and I can put on my like weekly, this is what you're talking about. Like I know that this week I'm talking about the bars and the program. And next week I know I'm talking about, going to leadership and whatever else I want to talk about there. And then, kind of all of that and when I'm opening enrollment and stuff. So I think it's helpful if we just like maybe in this call, like you said, we're going to map out maybe a week or at least know what ideas we want to touch on. And maybe we just put in our calendars or our phones every Sunday, like this week, touch on these, whatever that is for us too, you know, throughout
Yeah.
for the month, I think, because it's only 4 Sundays.
Right.
And then, yeah, I don't always feel like posting either. Like reels I do, but posts are harder for me too, Amanda. And I think sometimes it's because I just don't know what to say. But that's when I'll always lean on something that's funny or, you know, go back to
Yeah.
your tried and true, what did I read in my Bible or personal development today, you know,
Right.
until
Yeah.
you get that zest again.
Do you guys ever repost posts from a year ago? I do that a lot.
I do. Yeah. I take in my memories. I'm like,
From
oh, that was a good
Facebook.
post. I'll save it. And I'm like, I'm gonna reuse that content.
Yep.
That's
I
a
do
good-
that. And same with like the songs too for my workouts. I'll do
Oh.
like what I did a year ago.
Oh, that's smart.
And even like on a day that I might look at my memories and be like, oh, well, I won't do this song today. I'll save that story that I
Yeah.
posted and then use the same content, but just make it relevant to now.
To know.
I mean, that just saves so much time. Like I can wake up in
Yeah.
the morning, pick my reel, go to my memories and just do it right. Like Lindsay said, like I wake up in the morning, I see your stuff. It's 'cause I've already got my reel. All I have to
Yeah.
do is just, and I try to get it out there by like between 8 and 9, but that's not always happening and that's okay. But
Yeah.
So I wasn't off when I said 7 a.m.
no, you weren't.
I thought I was exaggerating a little, but I'm always like, oh my gosh, look at her. She's up and dressed. And here I am with my glasses and my teeth aligners in still. And
And it's 10 a.m. and how'd
right,
that
it's
happen?
10 and the world is awake. What are these people doing? I was up at 8 today. It was a big deal.
God.
Yeah, I know. All by myself. Oh,
All
all
by
right.
yourself and the rest of the world.
Well, I mean, like, I was up by myself in my house.
Oh, okay.
A lot of
The
times
boys
I
were
wake
still
up,
asleep. When did the
I
boys
wake up
wake up?
because my kids are ready to get up, you know, like, because I try
Yeah.
to work so late and then I'm just not sleeping well lately. Oliver was up 4 times last night, so I thought for sure I would sleep until he woke up, but I think I woke up at like 7:45 for something. I don't even remember what it was. And then I laid down and I started falling back asleep. And at 8, my eyes were just wide open. And I had like a whole hour before they woke up. And I was like, okay. And it's worth it when those days happen. But I've
Yeah.
found that I can't put a lot of pressure on myself in that space because in this life phase, I'm up late making sure the jerseys are clean and the dishes are halfway done and whatever else. Like, and then I just need to decompress. You know, and sometimes it's like I'll shut my brain down finally at like, I don't even know what time. I try to go to bed early. Last night I even ate another one of those gummies, Natasha, thinking it'd knock me out, but it didn't. Just made me laugh.
It made you laugh at TikTok, did you say?
Yeah. But I was like, I
Oh,
would laugh and then I'd be like, shh to myself, like, shh, quiet.
yourself.
Anyway, you know what?
Oh.
We're all in a life phase. And I think that's what we need to realize is like our hustle is going to look like a different time frame and it's going to look different. And we just have to accept it and rock where our energy's at. Your energy, Amanda, might be the
Yeah.
middle of the day. Then do that, you know?
Right.
Natasha likes to sing in the morning. She should do that. Right? And you know, where's your energy? Sometimes mine comes more like late morning. That's my energetic time. And then in the evening.
Yeah.
So nobody can tell me that I can't find success there. Right? Even
Oh,
though
for sure. Today I stayed on the couch till 1 p.m. But then I did my workout, I showered, put lashes on. I was like,
ooh,
I'm gonna make myself feel better.
Yeah. Well, good for
So.
you. All right, let's map out this month, huh?
Yeah, let's map it out.
Let's do it. Haley jumped off. She's like, I'm done with this
I'm out of
shit.
here.
No, she's probably doing bedtime or something.
Yeah.
right.
Probably.
Okay, so what do we have?
What do we
Let's
have?
remind ourselves by looking at the team calendar. What so to the bars launch today. They're live.
Yes. And XB is live actually as well.
And
It's
so
live
XB.
early.
Okay. I need to promote both of those.
Same.
So let me see. That's why I like this little notepad. Like I have so many notepads because maybe this one will change my life. That I should do that reel
Totally.
that's like, you better change my whole entire life, you little shit. You know what? So I got this new one, but I like it because it's simple and then it has the notes. And so like right now I can write down that in this little box and then just highlight them, you know. I don't know, I'll get a new one in like a week and be excited about it. So, all right. So we need to, so the bars and, oh, I need to do that on this week. So we have the bars and then XB Sculpt.
When are you guys starting that program? Are you starting it tomorrow?
I'm gonna start Monday.
Is there a plan? Is there like a group starting at a certain time, or is that even a thing?
Andrea's doing like a big coach group, so I was just gonna start it then with her. But
Okay. When does she
I've
start?
already October 10th.
Oh, same with Danielle. Okay. That gives
Um,
people enough time to get it too.
But
Yeah.
don't people need, doesn't it come with like weights, ankle weights or something?
Yeah,
Oh, right.
we're just hoping that it comes fast.
I might wait a little bit to start.
I'm gonna wait too.
I just
think
want to get people enough time and I want to talk about it for a while. I think that
Yeah.
doing it and talking about it gets people excited. I might start it in November.
I'll start it in November with you.
Okay.
I agree with that. I feel like there's so much going on right now. We've just been talking about Final 90. We're have the bars and then that out too. It'd be nice to talk about it for a while and not just let it, you know, and then people can start it if they want in the Final 90, but then there could be a focused
Mhm.
group in November.
Yeah.
Maybe
do it again
just
with
do
you.
a couple.
'Cause it's
Maybe
only
just do
2
a
weeks.
couple of the workouts here and there to get excited about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tomorrow she is doing like a live workout at 8 a.m. Mountain Time. So 9, 10.
At
Just
9
so you know.
tomorrow?
9 your time, 10 your guys' time.
Is she doing it in body, on bod? What is she
Yeah,
doing?
on body.
Oh, that's fun.
What's the time again?
10 your time.
Okay. I'll hop on. See if I can hop on.
Okay,
Mm,
so this week we have bars and XB Sculpt, and I'm still getting people in for the Final 90.
Yeah.
Like wrapping that up this week. And then next week, I guess we're still focusing on bars and XB Sculpt
An open house.
and open house. Okay.
So I'd say open house would be like top priority, and then bars and XB.
We still need to plan our own sneak peek.
Yeah, we should.
I think the team could use it because the open
Mhm.
houses are good, but a quick little
We
sneak
should do it on a Monday night, like
Mhm.
during a team call, like that we already have a team call planned,
Yeah.
like the 17th or something.
I could do that. Perfect. 17th.
Let's do it.
So then that week of the 10th, we're inviting to the open house, and then we're also giving them the opportunity to come to the 17th sneak
Oh.
peek thing.
Mhm.
And then we're inviting to the XB Sculpt this whole month since we're gonna do okay. So then the week of the 17th, we're doing XB Sculpt still. I was at Christina's for her daughter's birthday, and she's like, "Did you try the new program?" And I'm like, "Yeah." She's like, "It's that grapevine, put your hands in the air, grapevine it, let's go." She was like,
Yeah.
doing, like, woo!
I was like, it feels like old school aerobics. I love it so
Yeah.
much.
She's
I
like, "It does."
love me a good grapevine.
Yes.
I
I
will put
know.
a spin up in it too.
Yeah.
I call this the spin vine.
You know it.
Yes, Christina was like, it's like, I love it. And I just am like, I can't believe we're going there at the same time. But
Yeah.
it's going to be great. People are going to love it because it's, such a, I don't
Yeah.
know. It's cute.
It's
And that girl's
actually more sculpt than it is that. Like it's more sculpt days. There's like 3 sculpt days and only 2 of them have the dance mixed in. The others are
Yes.
just full sculpt days. But I thought it was more dance when it was originally talked about. But she was like, no, it's more sculpt, guys. And her sculptors are really good. I've been
Yes.
doing her XB bar and Pilates and
I like
stretch, and
it.
I love them. I like them a lot.
In the week of the 17th, so we're talking, oh, I just threw an eyelash. We could be talking about XB Sculpt still, and then probably opening up enrollment for November since we're going to be doing the countdown to Thanksgiving in that part of the final 90.
Yeah.
I probably should like schedule some posts throughout the final 90 that are like counting down to Halloween, since we're promoting that it's a countdown to Halloween too, right?
Oh yeah.
Some people joined just for that. Kate
Just
did.
for that. Yeah.
So like maybe every other day I'll just go in there really quick tomorrow, or have my assistant do it, and just every other day be like, this many days till Halloween, where are you with your goals? Have you chose your costume? What are you doing for Halloween? Just like a few, just every other day. Like maybe Tuesday, Thursday, and then we have the Sunday check-in post. And Tuesday, Thursdays are like Halloween focused. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, I just thought of that. Squirrel. Let me write it. Let me write it right here.
Write it on your notes so you know to do it tomorrow.
Handy dandy notebook. All right.
Stop making me laugh because it makes my earbuds fall out. Like, I hate these things.
It does?
They're awful. Yes, they'll just fall right out.
Which ones do
Like,
you
I'm
have?
not wearing them. I have they even
Like
have
the
like a
pro
tiny bit of
ones?
silicone on the end. Yeah, they
Yeah, I
just
have
slide right out.
I have the like old school ones because those ones don't fit my itty bitty baby ears. I have like this kind.
Maybe that's what I
Those are
need.
the only ones that fit my
I
ears.
got what were they? Whatever the regular AirPods are now, those fell out. So I sent them back, and I got the ones with the pro, because I was
Oh
like, oh,
yeah.
the silicone will help keep them in. But like, you guys, I'm laughing. They've just been like falling out of my
Oh
ear.
no.
Send them back, get the old school.
There you go.
But they're
Yeah.
the only like earbuds that have a good microphone for talking that I've found. So whatever. Just stop being funny.
That's me being serious. So for the 17th, XB Sculpt enrollment for November, and then the open house, because Amanda and I are testimonials for the open house the second week, and then I'm hosting the last week, or the last week. And then the 24th, that final week in October, the open house, XB Sculpt, and November final 90 again. So that's awesome, because looking at it, like this week, we're talking more about like the bars and the new launches and such. Next week, we are at least talking about the new launches, the open house, and
Coaching,
so
to talk
we'll have
about
coaching.
sneak peek.
It allows us to like talk, we're talking about coaching and different ways to show or different workouts and stuff too, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like
So-
this week is kind of product focused. Next week
Yeah.
is kind of, let's say, coaching focus, opportunity focus, and then enrollment focus with like November. Like the last
Yeah,
2
I
weeks are more like enrollment focused. That might be a good kind of rhythm. Like the first week is product, the second week is coaching, and then the third and fourth week is like enrollment, which is
Mhm.
still like opportunity, obviously, but
And that really, with the last two being enrollment, I focused hard on the final 90. I went from -2 to 5 in the last 3 days of the month,
oh
and
yeah,
I'm at 6
you
now. Remember,
you
I
are
told you
you said
yeah,
you wanted to do that. Oh, sweet.
I did it.
Good job.
I enrolled a new coach today. She's adorable. Her name's Greta, and she was telling me about her goals. And then she's like, I have a question. Do you curse? Because I really want to say fuck right now. I'm like, yes, I do. It was just adorable. I'm like, you're gonna fit right in. It's gonna be great. Um, so product focus. I like how you just laid that out. Like the first week of the month, getting back to the products and kind of product focus this month. Then the second week is, what did you say? Kind of a little bit more
Like
business
coaching,
focused.
yeah, more like coaching, business focused, and
And then
then
enrollment
third
in
and
both
fourth and
areas.
enrollment. Yeah, in both areas, like just
Ooh, fancy. I like that. I like what you are doing.
oh, thanks. Just kind of me.
Um, so I think that that kind of is a really good thing. And then since we're not, I think all of us agreed that none of us are like Monday has to be this, Tuesday
Right.
has to be, Wednesday have to be this. You know, it's almost like if we can write down like this week, my goal is to talk about the bars 2 times in my once in my stories or 2 times in my stories and in a post or something or a reel in some way, shape, or form, right? Twice. I'm going to talk about XB Sculpt probably just once. I don't know, maybe twice. Well, that's the focus this week. So I'm going to share the final 90 and the excitement of what's going on in there. I forget, like sometimes people like to see just a screenshot of the recording of like people just posting and like, you know,
There's like
showing.
over 100 people in there,
I'm loving
and it's a
the
lot of customers.
and I like it
It's not
because
just all coaches.
I feel like there's so much on the page, but it's bringing the energy where if it was a post and everyone was leaving comments, I feel like it'd be different.
Yeah,
I don't know. I just really love the energy in there,
no, I
you know?
like it.
I think it's
Mhm.
great. So final 90, I'm going to post on the final 90 2 times, XB Sculpt 2 times, and bars 2 times this week. So then like each week we can just kind of say, this is our goal, coaching this many times. And so for me, remember the other day, I was like, I'm going to post a reel about the final 90 today. Like, I
Mhm.
wonder if it's like, I think making a goal for, I think like the things I want to talk about, I want to have at least one reel of them. But I don't know. I don't know if I'd do a reel about the bars.
I know. Unless there's
Maybe
like a
once I get them,
yeah,
it'll be a funny one.
yeah, or like something about if you like love mint chocolate chip, which I do. And I don't know if there's like a real sound.
Yeah.
How many? I know you do, Natasha, do like a lot of reels where you're just talking. I think those are where it's at right now, but I like get so nervous about doing them. Need to
Yeah,
just
they're like for sure the ones that are getting way more views than anything else I do. I
yeah.
don't think a lot of people are like loving the lip sync things anymore. Like they want
Mhm.
that value. They want the like I don't know. For me anyway, those are my ones that get viewed the most and that
Yeah.
I feel the best about because I feel like they're giving the most value. But there are some of the fun ones you can do with like lip syncing or even like where you can like point to things and, you're
Mhm.
listing like things of value too, and those help too. But yeah, just kind of like whatever works for you.
Yeah. Well, I know because like in TikTok, I only like to watch like the real like stories. Like people are telling a story, and then I have to go to their page and see part two and listen to part three. I
Mm.
love those. Like, should I be telling stories? I don't know. I don't know. I need to figure out
See,
what
and I
my
think it's all just about what you're drawn to, because I don't scroll social media and I don't watch anybody's
yeah.
anything. I don't.
Right.
I don't do it. So for me, if I'm gonna see, like, I'll stop on Jessica if it's like I can tell like she's whirling around and it's something I'm like, ooh, this is quick and fun. What is it? Like I like quick and
Mhm.
fun or energetic, where other people might want that. So just whatever you're drawn to, I think
Right.
that's what you do,
Right.
you know?
Hmm.
I like that. Ooh, stories are powerful, telling the story.
I know.
I heard too that instead of talking like for the full 90 seconds, to chop up
Yeah.
the story. Brock said that that's what's creating a lot of engagement too.
Yeah.
I did that with the final 90, and that did pretty good considering the way
Yeah. Like
Instagram
I would.
is being a dick right
Did
now.
you? Yeah. Did you record it like on your phone and then bring it into InChat and like cut parts
I just did
out,
it
or what
all.
did
I
you?
did it all through Reels. I didn't.
Oh, you
I
did.
don't use a third party tool for Reels ever.
There.
Okay.
No, you just like use the timer
You
and
just
like
use the
go to the
timer.
next part. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I like
Mhm.
doing that. I like that too.
I need to do that more though. I need to talk more. But what's interesting is I find that my audience likes the lip sync stuff more than me actually talking.
Because that's where your energy is. Like you're so fun.
But
I don't
maybe,
know.
but
I
maybe
think
that
that's
will
where.
change with the way the
Yeah.
algorithm is changing and all of that. I don't know. It's so hard to keep up. Shoot.
Oh
That
yeah.
could be it though. Like my energy is talking to people, and like I learned something and I'm like, these are the points. I'm like fired up. I got passion. So like I can deliver that with energy. For me to
Mhm.
like the lip sync and stuff, it's like I'm just kind of like, well, this is kind of fun, but like my passion, like I don't really love it. But like with you can tell like your energy is there, you're dancing, you're bringing it, like I
Oh
can
my gosh,
feel your energy.
the
It's
ones
the
you
same
don't
Yeah.
with
feel
you.
it.
It's the same with you and talking. You can feel your energy, and I just want to keep
Mm-hmm.
listening to you. You know, I like it
Yeah.
So
when
it's probably
I like
different.
it when I get my daily messages,
Yes, my daily learnings.
my daily learnings. Yes.
Yeah,
My daily learning.
I do. I tell her all my stuff.
Mhm.
Well, I think that's it. It's just like where your energy is, where you can come
Mhm.
across as authentically you.
Authentic. Yeah.
Mhm.
I like it. I think that the big thing for anybody that's listening to the recording of our little powwow here,
Okay.
at
Yeah. I
also
love
one of
it.
my favorites,
Mhm.
is that like, I wrote down I'm going to talk about bars twice, XB twice, sculpt twice, and final 90 twice. Like I'm not going to talk about them. I'm not going to kill reels with all promotions or kill posts with all promotions. Like people need to see majority you and sprinkled the rest of it in. So, that's important to kind of think of, like maybe every other reel or every two reels promotes something, even in a funny way though. I find that I get a lot of traction if I'm promoting without promoting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and then what's working for me too is just every once in a while, like I'll kind of just do all the things and consistently show up in my stories and do the things that I just normally naturally do that's not hard, and I don't promote super hard throughout the week. And then once a week I make one post that's like, these are all your opportunities. 1, this, 2, this, 3, this, and I'll get messages. I'll get comments and I'll get messages about what numbers they're interested in, because I'm not bombarding. And then all of a sudden I'm like, these are all the things, these are the things right here, and they're closing or whatever. And that's really been
Mhm.
working for me as far as promotions go. Just sharing.
Okay. Helpful.
I got mine all planned. Did you guys get
Yeah,
yours?
no, I think this is good.
This
I have
was-
some ideas.
I gotta go,
Ideas.
I gotta go wash my hair.
Oh, good job. Yes,
Right.
she took her dreads out.
It's gonna
Yeah.
feel so good to scrub your head.
Look at this.
Oh my gosh,
my
those looks like
gosh.
some pubes.
I got some.
Gross.
Just grew them. Pull these babies out.
Whoa.
How long are you gonna have them out for?
Just a couple. I'll do a couple days. I need to scrub my scalp a few days in a row and like
Forever.
Olaplex
Just kidding.
shit.
You
I'm
want
not-
her to have them out?
I just love her hair. I just
I
love her
know.
hair. I like the dreads, but I love her hair.
Listen, I'm never gonna forget that comment now.
What?
So if you want me to give them out forever.
I always tell you that.
That's what I tell Jordan about her extensions. I'm like, leave them out. Your hair is so pretty. Leave them
Mhm.
out.
People
I'm
would
gonna
like
leave 'em out for a
die for
little
your
bit.
hair.
I'll probably put them back in. I don't know. I'm kind of like, sometimes I don't feel like myself without them. I also know, and this is just something that I know for a fact, many, many people have told me the reason they stopped and watched my reel is because of one woman called me decorated, my tattoos and my dreads. It's the visual of like someone that does not look like anyone else. I have dreads and 2 sleeves that make them stop to hear what does this chick has to say.
Mhm.
You know, so like it's kind of like a business thing too.
Love it.
Right.
And I love them. I mean, but like I'll give them a break for probably I want them in when I go back to leadership in a week and a half. I'll give myself a little break.
Yeah.
I do love them. I do love them. I just like, I want your hair for me.
Right. I know. Mine's like
It
so
fell out
thin.
again.
No.
My light's been flashing this entire call. Has anyone noticed this?
No, what light?
My bedroom light.
Because there is energy in the room tonight.
It is here, it's alive.
The poor people
All right.
watching this call replay.
I love it.
I
I love it.
know. You can be like, this was just a powwow amongst the four
Yeah.
of them.
You're missing
Like
our
Danielle
powwow.
listening in.
Danielle, we love you. We don't know what you're doing, but you're beautiful and I love you.
Probably putting a baby to sleep or something.
Laughing, we're making
We
her.
love it.
Anything else?
I don't think so. This was good. Thanks for the therapy session, guys.
I loved it. We're
I
doing
needed it.
we are doing what was I gonna say? An fit club in Michigan,
Oh,
in St. John's,
Oh, okay.
Saturday, the 22nd. Is that the date? I don't know what it is, but I wanted to tell you guys this too. And so, Amanda, I know that you're in Colorado, but on Sunday, I just rented this school space. It's called East Olive near my parents' house, but they rent it out for events and they have like an outdoor and like the gym that we can use and tables. And I'm going to have Owen and Oliver's birthday party there and it can hold however many people. And we're going to do a Halloween costume party and my dad's getting a karaoke machine and we're going to have
Fun.
space. So Natasha, obviously you're going to get a little invitation, but Jess, if you want to come dress up, you could bring your baby too.
Oh, hey.
Oh my gosh. And I just have to say that I died when I saw you. You and Caleb are always the most adorable, but when you were singing to him and he was doing karaoke and then you said something and he was like, yeah, baby. Like, I'm like, gosh, I want to love like that.
You will.
Oh,
Ah,
Took me a long time to get it.
I know, but you're just so aware of what you have too. And I'm so proud of you for that, for just being able to be so
Yeah.
open when you were so broken before, you know?
mhm.
You
Goals.
you definitely know it when you see it. I mean, if there's any question, it's not
Yeah.
the right one. There was never any question.
Exactly.
Oh, I needed to hear that. That just slapped me across the face.
Mhm. And that's something that I had never experienced before. Like there were other guys that I dated that I was like, oh yeah, I could see a life with him for sure. But there were like all these little things that
yeah.
were like,
Red
Oh,
flag.
but you know, but there's this where with him it was like, if I don't jump right up on that, then
Oh, hi.
even my best friend was like, if you don't give this guy a chance, you are a dumbass.
I love it. He's the best. You guys are so wonderful.
Thanks.
I want to plan a holiday party, putting that
Oh.
out there.
I'm gonna be in town. Yes, let's put that out there because I was gonna say December
Okay.
11th. It's a Sunday. I will be in town on Saturday, but I have a family party that night, that afternoon. We could possibly do it that night, but I just don't know how long the family party thing might go long because I haven't seen them in years.
My whole thing is like, if it's on a Saturday, then people could come in from out of town and stay the night and go to it.
Stay the night, yeah,
If it's Sunday, then it limits it till local unless they're off Monday.
true.
We can talk
True.
about it.
Yeah, let's talk about it.
And I'd like to do it. And if I wanna kind of do like a one in Michigan somehow too. I want all the events. I want to do them all.
All the parties.
I like parties.
I like parties too. Okay, want to do a boomerang?
Mhm.
Danielle, I will Photoshop you on here with ninja skills. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3. Yay! I love you guys.
Love you. Thanks, girl.
This was good. This was wonderful. All right, I can't wait for that 7 a.m.